Yeah, why don't you come in here and have a talk? There are like beads in the doorway. You get the sense that there are men off to the side, and then there are men. Demonwatch, level 100. I see what you were doing.
To possess pocket watch? We're going to be distrustful of any pocket watch treasure. It's watching you.
Oh no. Yeah, why don't you come in here, have a talk? You get the sense that there are guys to the left and two guys to the right with your blind sense. Firing through the beaded curtain would probably be concealment.
You have the opportunity here, in the ashes of our world, or in the ashes of your world, to make something of yourselves, to be more than scoundrels. Those who wish may follow and work toward civilization, toward the causes of man and all those not demon.
You don't get it. Demons won.
They do not win you while we still draw breath.
What are you gonna do? Dragon died.
There are more dragons.
Looks like you're the last one. I bet you.
And if I am the last, then I will have to do it.
Okay, give me a diplomacy check.
I'm going to spend a mythic point.
Are you trying to make them less hostile?
Yes.
Okay.
$51.
51.
I took persuasive.
I ain't killing no dragon. You hear one of them say, "Yeah, fuck that." They're coming out and they're just throwing down their crossbows, and you can hear two guys swearing as they're doing it. The Ash Raven recruits are moving past you.
Yep.
They kind of chuck down their crossbows and moving past you out the door. One of them gives you a look like, be careful.
I'll give him a nod. There is resistance at Defender's Heart, if you wish.
We ain't following the orders of them. We're the Ash Ravens. Or what's left of them. A bunch of cowards. We're just the rulers of a bunch of cowards. You're gonna have to pay us. You want us to keep the Swordborough safe? We hear that other neighborhoods are doing the same thing.
How much?
A decent mercenary wage. Soldiers are like a silver a day. Like a foot soldier kind of thing.
Okay. So there's 8 in here. Ventaren will drop 8 gold coins on the ground.
Okay.
The first 10 day. For you and your men.
Okay. They don't move to pick up the coins. One of them flinched at it, but
No. Here's the irony. That's actually a lot of what I've got for wealth.
so he basically took out a pouch and tossed the pouch on the ground.
Yep.
Okay, you wouldn't want to go to sleep next to these people, but your words ended hostility.
We will be in contact. And then I'm going to turn and leave.
As I sneeze and just... Oh, fuck. Here we go. Now I can't hear you. Shit. I have to restart VC. Sorry about that. Test, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I'm good. The sneeze of terrible power, yeah. But it did mess up my VC connection, which messed up the audio with the rest of them, so let me just get them back. It messed up everything. Pulled the cords out. Can you hear me?
Oh, there we go.
Okay,
yep,
there we
now
go.
we can.
Alright. Yeah, I just pulled all the cords out, and then BC went, well, I don't know if there's any speaker
Are there any devices left? I don't know. The last I saw was this massive waveform of a sneeze that was cut off in the middle.
Alright, so these guys look reluctant to leave. It's like they're frightened of you kind of scrambling out of your way, or like being differential to the presence of a sovereign-born, but they look reluctant or afraid to leave.
They look like they're afraid to
go outside.
Anybody who wants to come to Defender's Heart will have guardians on their way. And he'll walk out.
The mandrakes, did you kill them?
Is that what those plant things are?
The asshole next door raised them.
Yes.
They escaped the basement.
Do any of you know anything about alchemy?
We took these bombs. Shut up.
Who said that? Not to shut up, but who said that we took these bombs?
One guy closest to you towards the door. He's like, we took these bombs from them.
You, come with me.
Okay, so... Damn it.
We're gonna... They're dead. Is any of this stuff useful? Hey you, do you have an int modifier greater than 0? Come in here and tell us what to do.
Anything that's glass that isn't broken might be useful to an alchemist. There's just no one we know to sell it to. Plus these things came out of the that door that they're looking at. They came out of there. There was an awful smell down there. We heard them scratching at the door. We opened it up and, well, he's looking around the room. We had to leave one of our friends behind, and he's looking around. He doesn't see.
If any of your men have a change of heart, Defender's Heart is waiting. Tell them Ventaren sent you.
Ash Raven's got a history with them Crusader Lords. Crusader Lords did in our leaders.
This is not the time for rivalries of old.
Okay, he just nods at that. He has a look on his face like he's not sure if this is gonna work, but He's not going to argue.
We make him lick the potato to see what it does. Here, lick it.
Okay, we'll say that Lann and Eldon have figured out. We'll say Lann's taking 10. Got it, is what he says as he's kajiggering open the secret door. There is a staircase that leads down into the root cellar.
We're gonna just do another detect evil, because we can.
Okay, it smells horrible down there, like rotten plant matter, and
it smells evil,
and a tad bit of sulfur. A lot of must coming up from the earthen floor. Adorning the sides of the staircase are a bunch of gourds on strings. A lot of them look like they've been eaten or smashed, but still remnants of them. And then there's this sludgy plant matter that can be seen along the door, and the slime from these creatures as they're going around the corner into the basement. And I've got a map just to the south where there's the staircase leading down to the landing in the basement.
Okay. Since Lann and Eldon are busy gathering up bits of glassware...
Sure. Lann says you'll cover you, and Beauregard. Beauregard's finally recovered from...
Well, also Ventaren can see in the dark, so...
Yep.
It has blind sense, so... Blind sense, immunity to disease, seeing the dark.
As we were just talking about. So there's sludge of rotten plant matter that covers the floor. Against one wall, there's a wooden table that holds a strange clockwork-looking toy. There is a spot on the floor that looks like there is a fell pentagram that has been carved into the floor, and it is radiating a faint evil. Knowledge religion?
Yeah. 5. That doesn't look good.
Okay, there's a small chest kind of against the door here, or against the wall here, and then the table with the clockwork thing is right here. There is evil coming off of the sigil.
Do the advanced version is a faint evil. That's right there.
It's faint. It's coming from the sigil.
I need a wizard. I need a specialist.
The only place that seems to be clean is that stone. And the stone looks like it's kind of like they dug a basement and found the stone there.
And it was like an old thing that...
Yeah, it was an old thing, and then there's actual like old tracing, like etching into the stone that has been filled with blood, so that's where the red is coming from. The clockwork toy is curious.
It's Pinocchio.
It is a snake-bodied woman, not wearing any clothes, so you see her full womanhood, and has six arms, each holding a sword.
So knowledge planes?
It's got a little winding key behind its back.
I'm not going to wind it until
okay. Yeah, knowledge planes. Go ahead.
Thank you. 13.
It might be a toy of a demon.
This is a Maryland.
Demon.
I don't know.
I
I don't know what that word even is. So. It's not evil.
The toy is not evil now.
Okay.
Making a Mattel figurine of Cobra Commander does not make the Mattel figurine evil. Well, Cobra Commander definitely was.
Sorry, boys.
Right.
My Skeletor action figure.
He-Man.
I got my kids into He-Man. It's so awesome. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that might be it.
Is there a reason why they might be dick punching?
He-Man.
Are you kidding me? That stuff is so non-violent compared to the like stuff from like these days.
I'll show you, Adam.
I remember when they.
My son, the dick puncher. He just punches head level. Bam! Bam! Usually goes 2 consecutive hits. Bam! Just
Just one to unsettle them, and the
one
second
to unsettle,
one
the
to
second to resettle them. New configuration.
That is part of the logic behind the 1-2 combination. Is one is to unset the jaw, and the second one's to break it.
I just use one punch. Even
Don't finish that.
open-handed.
So there's a wind-up doll and a demon sigil
In a box.
Squeeze me?
and a box in the basement.
Okay, we just take that shit.
Go over and look at the box.
Okay. What should we do?
I don't know. There's a small chest. It has no lock.
Has a lock?
No, it does not.
Why are you alone?
Because somebody controls the other 2 characters was punching children.
Eldon is gonna hang out here with Beauregard. Actually, no. Wrong configuration. You go up there. You handle the people. We'll deal with demons.
Okay, so you brought your torch down.
Yeah.
And Lann is basically scavenging the stuff that the Ash Raven recruits.
Who the hell is this guy?
Some guy that Ventaren convinced to come over to help you pick out things that are
Oh,
worth.
okay, so I'm not gonna spear him.
He's like helping you pack up like glassware.
My name is
Basically,
Lann.
for 3 in 10 guys, a random dude off the street has like a 50-50 chance of being better at this than us.
I wouldn't touch those things. They're poisonous, is what he says.
Oh, these shitty things over here.
Yeah, the mandrakes.
He pulls out the spear. That's why I got this. He like splinters it and shit. Like,
Alright, so Lann's
He looks at him like, yeah, you know
pushing the bodies around with his spear.
Spears are good.
He nods. You
Say it, spears are good.
Ventaren, when you're walking around, you actually heard a crunch underneath some of the plant-like material, and you realize that you're standing in the remnants of a body, like desiccated bones, sucked dry, but the plant matter all over top of him. You just kind of crunch through his ribcage.
Okay. Huh. Ventaren.
Ventaren's going to pick up a piece of them.
What have you found?
You pick up a skull.
I put the skull in a bag.
Right.
Okay. You got
I don't soliloquy to the.
A human male skull, including its jaw.
Perhaps they will know what happened. I wonder if it's trapped. I'll try to open the chest.
Okay.
Hold on. Well, hold on a sec. Lann is. Hold on. Lann is good with these things.
It's also filthy down here.
So's Lann. Well, alright, fine. I heard that!
All right. Inside the chest, there are
Just kidding, Lann.
5 silver holy symbols.
Are any of them of gods I recognize?
Give me a knowledge religion as I look up the gods.
Eldon, come take a look.
15.
I'm also going to close the door in a second because loud noises.
I'm an idiot. So plus...
Living on a drag strip.
Let me tell you how much I get.
Yeah, they're gods that you recognize.
8, yeah.
Eldon's like human gods. They're all
They're all the same. Look. Long, tall. Must be the same one.
with your 15, however, you can identify and name the holy symbols of 5 of the saint gods. Give me a second. I will list them out for you.
Oh, is this like Saint Cuthbert and Cudgel and
Yeah.
all these?
So there are silver holy symbols of Saint Cuthbert, who is the saint of common sense, shepherds, and tenacity. Saint Vertamon, the saint of squires, blacksmiths, and loyalty. Saint Petros, the saint of inquisitors, martyrs, and masons. Saint Boster, the saint of courage and brewers, and Saint Clydewell, the saint of crusaders, sacrifice, and masons.
They really like walls, which makes sense given where they are. They've got 2 gods for making walls.
Yeah, I might change one of them, but that's fine.
Oh,
Maybe Petrus and Clydewell are like
brothers or something.
So
Mason brothers or
this
something like
thing
that.
is a lid, and this is what, like a bowl or like a barrel or?
But this thing is
It's a massive stone.
stone that seems to have been uncovered when they maybe constructed this place. And the rest of the floor is earthen and covered with sludgy plant-like material that has tracks of these mandrake things all over the place, like they live in this filth. There is a table with the Merilith wind-up toy, and then the clockwork Merilith, and then there's a chest that you open, and there are 5 silver holy symbols. They're
Were they put in here with any sort of reverence, or are they just sort of?
they are put in a little line and in little order. They've got silver chains attached to them. They look like they're well polished.
Okay. Pick up the chest,
Okay. Close the lid and pick up the chest.
and we'll take the clockworth snake
Clockwork.
demon lady thing with all the swords,
Okay.
which is a lot longer than using the name. If I wish I could make a goddamn knowledge check.
Yeah, you take the clockwork thing.
Yeah, I don't. I
You
don't
actually kind
stick
of go.
it in.
Ah. It actually, all the swords kind of come out when you tapped it.
Okay, now I'm intrigued. I will
Detects
I will
evil,
wind
Marty.
it.
There's a faint evil coming from the etched floor that is covered in blood.
Yeah, no. Actually, Eldon's gonna try to. Is there anything that, like a bottle or a swab, that he can try to get some of the blood off?
Sure, you find like dirty rags. You're in an old alchemist shop. You find some rags
Yeah.
and swipe up some
Like
of
a
the dirt.
bottle. Yeah, yeah.
It's
And then
disgusting down here, says Beauregard. This place
Yes.
needs to be condemned.
It does. You're right. But we're the
Oh,
first
God.
line. We're the first ones to go in here and make sure that it's safe.
Do you know
I did-
anything about this stone?
Detect magic on this thing.
It's a wooden table with
Oh,
The-
the clockwork
the
thing.
clockwork
not,
thing is not magical.
It's not an evil outsider clockwork thingy.
Nope.
Okay, weird.
So Ventaren will wind it a little bit to see bits.
Okay, you can see that you're kind of winding its sword hands back.
Okay.
Look
And
for a mob.
Sort of, we can shake it or something, try to make it go.
Okay. The snake tail kind of moved. It kind of moved forward a little bit as it all kind of struck forward. It's like a really, really intricate and tiny trap. No, that's the Demonwatch.
This might be the Demonwatch.
You know what? Tonight's gonna be called Demonwatch. It's just gonna be a red herring title. You're gonna have to watch, an hour or two into to get.
So,
check for a mark. Perhaps
Maybe
can find out
the
who
weapons
the
on this thing
crafter
sharp.
was.
No, they're toy weapons. Like you could probably puncture your finger with one of the tips of them, but
Got it.
in the same way you could draw blood from via a needle. Yeah, you could turn this into a trap.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Is it actually a trap?
A child's hand or like an unarmored hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be it. Don't touch the snake, lady.
It's a good way to teach kids not to touch a snake lady, if they didn't already know not to touch a snake lady.
Might as well grab it. I'm pretty sure a fire will take some
It'll
fantastic
make you
interest
late
in
to
it.
all your appointments by being 10 minutes late.
It's only late when you're in a rush for an appointment.
Right. Otherwise, it's perfect time. Or whenever you look at it, it's always like, no, my clock is right.
That's right, all the time. Except for when you really need it.
You're confused, you'd be.
Cursed pocket watch of
Don't know. I keep on missing it.
Fuck time is it?
the cursed watch of being late for your wedding day.
It's on time most of the time.
But you know when you're late because you're like you're late most of the times, right? This one you're just
Usually-
convinced you're on time, but you're not.
As soon as you leave the house, it just goes like 10 minutes.
a horrible, yeah, exactly. That's a horrible
What
curse.
the fuck?
It's a horrible curse for a modern campaign. Just always late. I don't know. It's just this.
Yeah, it's called having kids.
Bum.
You wouldn't be able to function.
Yeah, it's called having kids. I cry after our sessions.
Because you have to go back
reality.
to it. Well, after you wake up. But
I can
Modern
do it.
society has become very,
I
very
love my family.
forgiving. At least in North America, for people who are not punctual.
it depends what you do.
Yeah, it
If
depends
you're working
how important
punch
people are
clock
waiting
job,
for you.
then you're
And then punctual. Well, then you have to be there on time for the start of work for sure.
punch clock,
look.
butts and seats.
Yeah, I think if you want to talk about
Let's not-
button
let's
seat,
not
the
get
important
into
thing.
it.
Yeah,
It's not
is
that
that
kind of-
what we need?
Not that
To be
kind of
at your
channel.
desk.
Is that
Better
the
be-
best use of my time? Are you sure that's the best
Production,
use of my
yeah.
time?
I'm just gonna close the door.
Yeah, the conversation just went there. Whoa. Oh,
A bit of a breeze was nice, but it was noisy.
Okay,
Alright,
so-
your daddy.
we'll put the little wind-up doll away in a separate little sack,
Okay.
and we will make our way out. Is there like a bed sheet or something,
Actually, Marty, is there any
Everything in
writing?
here is-
or an upstairs? Like
Marty, is there
usually the old
any
shops
writing
will
on
have
this?
homes.
Any like carvings or writings in here?
Nope. This guy must have had a home somewhere, but
Do you know where I'm looking, Marty? Like on this table thing, or on the ground, the mark of Baphomet? Was there any scribbling or anything around it at all?
nope. Just
Okay.
just the star.
Okay. All right. Should we destroy that thing down there?
We don't know what it does.
Well,
Would we even know how to destroy it? This is why
You
we
have
have.
the- you have the
This
large-
is why the Crusaders hire specialists.
we need Hadrian for this. You're right. All right. Well, we know it's safe now.
Okay, you guys are up to your knees, kind of dirty as you come up from the
Yep.
sick basement. The Ash Raven's just sort of looking at you as he's pulling out another piece of glass and showing it to Lann and putting it into a. You've got a crate that is filled with glass things that aren't broken. I think that's it. The rest of it, I don't know. I saw a wizard once that put a broken egg back together.
We will be returning with our wizards later.
You got wizards who defend his heart, eh?
Yes?
Things are coming back together.
What can you tell us? We heard all sorts of crazy things.
Like?
Give me a d20.
11.
11 stories later. Oh, fuck.
That the great plague lord himself, Discari, took part in the attack on the city. And give me another d20. It's what made that dust storm come and make the dead rise. We also heard that the lightning lord killed Terendelev, and that he had his minions carry the body of the great silver dragon into the world wound. A lot of demons went into the world wound. They took people and they're lording over their spoils, I think.
Well, most of what you're saying is true.
A demon lord attacked the city? We're doomed. Paladin, you're very strong and you're sovereign-born, but if Discari is here, we need to leave.
They're no longer here. They've left. They're only minor demons around now, like the ones in here.
Minor demons?
We've been clearing a path through them. We're making the city safe, one section at a time.
Are you the ones that tangled with...
The horsehead one?
He nods.
Yeah, we killed it yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, it's destroyed.
We just avoided that neighborhood. It was awful.
Indeed, it was awful.
The fire cleansed it last night.
One of our fellows, new recruit, he came from a tenement that was attacked by that thing. He was probably the only survivor. Those that stayed to fight died. How are you doing this?
He pulls
Through
out
faith and perseverance.
Pulls out a silver scale. The sovereign may not be here in body, but she's still helping us. Puts the scale back. And we're bloody powerful too.
Is there a new crusade?
Not yet.
As far as I remember, the last crusade has not yet ended.
He kind of laughs like you made a joke and then realizes you're not joking. The fourth one kind of petered out for a while.
You kind of went brrr.
Yeah.
Brrr.
The attack was basically like nails in the coffin of the Fourth Crusade. There wasn't anything being done aside from policing and kind of like a very defensive, half-assed posture. Because there wasn't an objective, right? There wasn't like, well, what do? We just hold the line and live life kind of thing.
Yeah. Figure out how many survivors there are, which homes they're in. This will help.
Where? You mean in Swordborough?
In Swordborough.
In the area.
Swordborough's been cut in half, friend. We don't even know what's going on in the north part. This is South Swordborough now, I suppose.
The north part has been cleansed.
No. No,
We
it
haven't
hasn't.
been to the north.
I'm confused now.
Yeah.
Can we go to the map? I need a map.
Yeah.
I might just poke out my ass.
We've never actually been here. We're kind of going off very rough notes. Yeah, can you, where's the fucking map?
I usually work as a
Marty,
tour guide.
Marty, what kind of
opening the map.
service is this? Fuck.
Yeah, okay, yeah. We haven't been to the north yet. No. No.
What I'll ask you to do is
Sorry,
very simple.
I was talking about the Ironbeard Forge.
Near the Woodman's Market, there's a gap in the street that would allow you to go to the northern part of the town, but basically this part of the new district has been cut in half.
How long have you been in Ashraven?
A couple of years. They took me in. I had a hard go of it, he says.
How many...
A cousin got me in, is what he's saying.
Eldon detects
Were there
evil on
any
him.
suspicious activities happening in this shop?
Eldon detects
Aegon was creepy as fuck.
Aegon.
Have you seen him since the
Do you know his
attack?
whereabouts?
No, I hadn't seen Aegon for... He thinks for a moment. It's probably a couple of months before the attack. He,
Right.
I saw him pack up a little cart. Yeah, we were wondering, well, some of us anyways, you know, whether he was leaving for good. Well, after the attack happened, we broke in here. Look for supplies and things. That's where we got the firebombs. And he kind of looks at Ventaren like he's gonna get slapped for that. But
No. In war, you do what you need to survive.
Aegon is a traitor.
He needs to be found.
he was good with ailments, but he always had a way of looking at you like he wasn't thinking you were human. Like you were more like spare parts. We heard stories that he was experimenting. Wow, those little fuckers, once we found the trapdoor, those things came out and they were screeching and hollering and they jumped Cuervo.
If there's any future disturbances or demon sightings in this area, pass it on to Defender's Heart.
Also, while you're here, get form some line of communication. I want you to set up a network of who's alive. We need this right now.
Well, if you're paying us and you're just over there,
Well, think of it this way. There's no more demons walking the streets. How's that?
sure there are. Did you
Where?
hear the screams at night?
We head to them and deal with them.
You
We're
see them-
still,
Okay, he's listening to you.
we've got I like, I just like, you know, like, draw like the map out in the ground or something. This area so far has been like, if this is the map, say like, this so far is now safe.
You're retaking the city.
Yes. One street and one home at a time. You've been at this for about... How long has it been?
A week,
Yeah,
2.
feels like a month. Alright. We'll get there. Take some time, but we'll get there.
There are rumors that there are still people in the Woodman's Market, but
Where is that? Show me. We are here in the north part, yes? The Woodman's...
I'd be careful if you go in the Woodman's Market. There's a
Why?
man by the name of well, he's called the Carpenter.
Carpenter. I've heard that name.
The Carpenter.
The Carpenter. What?
Well, speak out. What the fuck is it?
Says Lion.
Fucking polite.
The
Damn it.
The Carpenter is said to be able to breathe life into wood, and has some strange things that defend him.
Has he gone mad?
No, but
Eldon looks at Ventaren. Ventaren, let me see your device.
I pull out the little dolly.
okay.
Is it wooden? I don't think so.
No, it's a little clockwork metal.
Oh, it's
Little
clo-
thing.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's no that. Well, oops, that's not wood. I should have known
No.
that.
We didn't have much dealing with him when we saw the wood things.
Well, how is he how is he around paladins?
I don't know. I'm
He's
just
not
telling
working
you
with
what I know,
demons, is he?
is what he says.
Yep.
All right, no, I appreciate that. Does he have? Are there lots of screams up in that northern area? You saying? Up here, the north.
Look,
I mean,
when hell rained down from the heavens, and he kind of just points up at the ruddy red sky, we ducked for cover. We weren't wandering around going looking for the screaming.
keep your mouths covered. That red stuff brings back the dead.
He nods.
Tell your friends the same thing. If any of them die for some unknown or strange reason, just tie him up, just in case.
What do we call you? What are your names?
King Eldon?
King Eldon. I'm king of the Halfling.
Ventaren Zeron of House Novanda.
Ventaren. The Dragonborn. The Sovereignborn, he says.
My name is Eldon Burrows,
Eldon?
Warden. And this is Beauregard,
I'm
my
happy.
valiant mount. Javier.
Holy shit. What are we gonna kiss and hug now? I'm Lann. I used to have two horns, but just the one now.
I'll let you know if I find it, says Javier.
Oh, it's not here. I don't even know where it is. It's because I lost it. That's right.
Keep an eye on the rest
But
of
it's
the
okay. I
ash
got a
ravens.
spear. I got a spear. It's like my other horn now.
He's just looking.
The two older ones, questionable of character.
Yeah, you're not saying anything that's surprising, Javier. We've had a string of bosses and leaders and retired merc captains, which I strongly believe weren't even captains. We've gone through quite a few leaders.
Well, if they
Three
since the attack, he says.
Stay safe.
if these ones become too much to handle again, let the people defend a hard no. They will help.
I'll try to get them to convince. Yes. I'll remind them of what you did here.
Understand that in the dire time we're in right now, some people will fend for themselves. The only way we will survive is we'll stick together and fight as one. That's what the demons fear the most. If we can re-rally, we will take and we will succeed. Do you understand this?
I understand that we've got the Carpenter to one side, two walls, and then Defender's Heart to another. Hopefully there are no more demons in the Swordborough, and if there are, we'll let you know.
We'll, thanks for the
Will nod
note.
to that. It's a good summary.
Thank you. I'll do a diplomacy to try to get this guy on our side and kind of get him to push our agenda of let's be more helpful.
Sure. This guy might be the product of the 50 that Ventaren already rolled, but you're now solidifying this.
Oh, you rolled a 50?
Go ahead. You're now trying to.
Ah, fuck. 23.
23 is still
Why'd you
not
roll a
bad.
d4?
Oh, oops. Because I'm an idiot. Whoa,
Yeah.
27!
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Javier seems to be a little more reasonable than the others.
It's a pleasure meeting you, Javier.
Indeed.
I wish it was under better circumstances.
Well,
Also, this is Beauregard.
yes.
I introduced him. You know, I was...
says the wink dog.
Just for the mindfuck at the end. The dog dogs!
Why is it flickering?
You know, if you guys were paying attention, I did introduce Beauregard as my valiant mount. Check the stream.
Topaz Solutions.
Check the tapes.
Check the tapes.
You
Roll that
slay-
shit back.
You slay some Mandragora.
Minor demons.
Minor demons. What the fuck? Yeah,
Fine.
they were bitches.
We're just
made
talking the
potato
big shit
salad.
because there's nobody else. They can't really compare us to anybody else.
You subdue the Ash Ravens, and you meet Javier.
It's good. It's good to build up your rep like that, especially since there's nobody else.
It's challenging.
Yeah, except for demons. That'll really
Except for demons.
fuck up our day.
Demons will.
Okay.
We
so
heard
it's-
your beasts.
So,
Oh,
so you're the cocks of the walk as you're. I'm gonna mark down the
yeah.
Ash Raven flop house. It's really not a headquarters.
Clubhouse.
Yeah.
Beauregard.
Yes. Yes, Sheldon. Is everything all right?
Yes, actually. You know what you could do is bring this bag back to Phi and just let him know that of what we found, and we'll wait for you here.
Which bag?
The Ventaren, the holy symbols, and the
It is a chest. It'll be hard for the dog to hold.
oh,
Sorry, Beauregard to hold.
damn it! I should pay attention to the things in my mind.
Yes. Dog-like, but not a dog.
I apologize.
As he blinks right behind you. Again, not a dog. And he blinks back to where he was beside Eldon. And by blink, I mean in this case the swift
dimension
action
door.
dimension
Dimension
door.
door.
Yep.
Okay. Pick up the stuff and make our way back to Defender's Heart.
So you're just keeping the whole chest with all the holy symbol
Yeah,
inside.
we're
and
gonna
then-
keep it all with the whole thing.
Okay.
Trying to figure out why they've got 5 holy symbols to goodly human deities. I've got this really sour suspicion that they murdered 5 priests to make the symbol go.
Marty also, he's gonna take note of the what's his name? Eldon will take note of the orientation of the symbol in relation to the home in the city. He doesn't know if it has any significance, but he's just doing that.
Okay. So you.
I'll
The
kind of
or-
like,
the-
okay, there's the tower over there, there's a wall over there, and the point's pointing that way.
There's
So
a
kind of
a really nice map that the leaders of Defender's Heart are operating under. You are able to remember, or you think that you remember the orientation of the star to the building, and then the building is a rectangle. So
okay.
you should be okay.
Right on.
Are you sending the blink dog back to Defender's Heart
no
for any
reason.
reason? Because I guess they could swift action every round, just go blink, 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 blink.
Well, in Dimension,
Yeah,
it can
exactly.
actually,
Well,
it can just get there in one round.
It's probably a couple of hops, but yeah, it could.
It's 120, say 140 on the map.
yeah, these scores are not 1-to-1.
Yeah, no, I know. Wow, I can get there in 3 rounds.
Yeah, it'd be like a minute. It could-
Yep. Well, I think we want to get back. So
Okay, give me a percentile as you guys are wandering back from the way you came.
Uh-oh.
Oh, spaghetti-o.
Wait, what? What? I wasn't paying attention. What did you just do? How did you just frig us?
All right, so Ventaren and group, as you're passing by the graffiti area, you notice that there's some new fresh graffiti. You read Abyssal Lann. It is saying Doom, and it's not quite finished yet. But it seems to be made out of like blood and dung, maybe.
It's not finished. Something scurried off.
Eldon, drink the thing from fire.
Right, I will. See invisibility?
So you drink a see invisibility.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check as you're looking around. Just Eldon.
Also, Beauregard's going to take a sniff.
Okay. So you're
And
gonna
if anything's within 20 feet of me,
you're gonna go closer to the wall, or
yeah, Phi and or not Phi.
like this is graffiti that's high up and the letters are big, like they're about 2-3 feet tall, kind of, and it's pointing towards.
It's Life of Brian graffiti. Romanico est home.
So perception with Eldon.
Yep. So that's -6.
21. Do I see anything?
35. So now you just see the dried abyssal D and then the O's.
D6 definitely won't add to that.
And then smelling, you actually get a little bit closer, and you do find there are some vats that look like a bunch of rats and a terrier are kind of like lying in this soupy trough full of blood and muck. Maggots kind of moving around.
This is in the barrel or something?
This is in like a trough.
So the trough
Kick
is
the
what
trough over.
Oh, the horrible stench just kind of goes.
Actually, before you do that,
no, it's already done.
Fuck's sakes.
You're like, oh wait.
I guess the smell is too fucked up for Beauregard to get out.
Beauregard's not sticking his nose into that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. This dog intimidates me.
From one filth to another. Says Beauregard.
Yes.
And
like asking Sean Connery for something. It's like, hey, can you never mind, I'll do it.
Never mind, I'll do it myself.
I'll just do you want me to get you something, dog? I mean,
yes.
Mr. Beauregard.
A nice warm bowl of milk and honey. Thank you. And a cup of Earl Grey afterwards.
I got us. I put a saddle on my back if you're interested. Jumps over.
Just lying around so I can have a nap.
I'm pretty sure it's more like there's this one spot behind my ear that I just can't seem to get to.
Yep.
That's it, boy.
Yeah, we're laughing about his highly intelligent blink dog mount that
His smarter than him blink dog mount.
Right.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, he's not sticking his nose into
bad idea.
into the filth, and then you get to remake your spot check because something is moving.
Roll 1. Roll 1.
31.
Shit. Huh.
Okay. So you're looking around.
29.
You thought you heard something, but it was just, some rubble.
Well, we showed them who's boss. We're gonna head back to Defender's Heart.
Kick over your paint.
Kick over your paint. Stop graffitiing.
The creatures get a +16 stealth.
And then distance, yeah.
On distance, yeah. Okay, you return to Defender's Heart.
I have a character to do this.
And let me go to Defender's Heart. So you walk around and you go in through the opening. Growth says, "Your wayward dwarf is still sleeping." As you guys are entering.
He's had a long week.
He neither looks pleased nor displeased. Kind of a stoic, stony face as the group of you go wandering in. Where are you headed?
Yep.
You're back at
I think.
C5.
Well, we need sages and we need priests. So.
Okay. So this is still morning. Icons out there with Sister Grace, the children, and an old couple and a couple of young guards, and they're praying to Palor, just sort of towards the sun.
We'll send somebody to notify Hadrian that we're back, and we'll go to the library.
Okay. You send the young boyish priest that you seemed to like before.
Yeah,
I don't remember his
awesome.
name.
He's Mr. Detective. I can do it, Pa!
It was way too long ago. I do not remember his name.
I don't either. I just remember liking him.
Rothburn. Male human cleric 2 of Heronius. Is yes, yeah. Hadrian is I believe he's in prayer. I'll go get him.
We will be consulting the wizards.
Okay.
We're gonna go to the library area.
You can hear Chase laughing. It's in my beard. What? You open the door and Nina comes fluttering out kind of in your face and flutters down the hallway, and you could tell that she's laughing.
Right.
There are a bunch of Blackwing librarians that are shaking their fists up at Chase, who's in the rafters. Apparently, he used the glob of Tanglefoot bag on one of them that got into his way, and he's just covered in goo.
Okay, that is pretty funny.
The old men seem to be greatly annoyed at this, but Chase is having a laugh up in the rafters.
Ventaren's gonna come and plunk a big-ass chest on the center of the table.
Your little dragon shouldn't be in the library if he has no respect for books. A couple of them storm out angry.
Chase, come here.
It'll go away.
Keep doing that. He says, Lann.
Okay.
Try to get their face next time.
Uh-huh.
Just wild, crazy eyes that you're poking crazy. You're encouraging crazy. He flies over and lands in your horn.
Fly.
He's like tiny, so yeah, he fits in your horn. He's just holding on to the edge of it.
Who are you gonna get next?
Could you take a look at some of these things we found in the basement of the alchemist's shop? Yes. Could you just hold on for a minute? I've got to... This is very difficult to spell.
Can't you ever finish a sentence, damn it?
What? This guy looks up from his desk. You can see that the desk is clear. There's a pile of books, and he's got this, like, these little index card things that he's writing on. You're pretty sure he's still on the same index card that you saw yesterday. Huh? What?
He's working on flashcards. He's just not very inspired right now. Aren't you, Ebenezer?
Indexing. Must index. Yeah. What comes after this book?
Any book that you want. What book do you think should go after this book?
Okay, Ebenezer seems to have a hard time with these you decide type questions, is what Fi is beginning to realize. It's almost like you need to give him the formula and then he'll follow it.
Mm-hmm. He's like an automaton.
Oh. Yes.
So, what have you found in the alchemy? The alchemist's place? In Topaz Solutions.
Beauregard blinks over towards the fireplace on the other side of the room and just sits down next to it.